Okay, yeah. Yes, we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Good morning, everybody. So, uh, we just have few persons that has, completed their assignment. Okay. Well, we're not going to wait. We're just going to start something else. So I'm going to talk to them today so that they'll allow you anytime you come, you just come in and start up. So not to waste time. You can stay back and continue with the assignment today. Are we okay with that? Mrs. Amarachi already drew her own on the paper. So let me see the one. You didn't draw your own on your paper. So what's this app? What's this app for? I'm seeing pizza. Why are you copying me now? I'm seeing pizza. She has pizza here. Online guys, are you seeing? She has pizza here. My own was donuts, and she's using pizza. She's copying me. Oh God. Okay. Mr. Peter, what's your own? A whisper chat. Okay. I don't know what that does. I don't know how it works. Mr. Ochman, sir. Yes. Voice over app. That's great. So we have pizza, voice over, and picture. Right. Okay. So today, without wasting much of our time, we'll be diving into something else with what we did last week. So we'll be using that to work, like do something else. Don't forget, last week we talked about the what's it called again? The fig jam process. Yeah. So today we'll be going forward with that. So we'll be just doing a little things with low fidelity design. We'll be using what we did last week. Design. So let's see how we're going to work with that. So all I need to do now, I don't need to create a new folder, right? I think this is what we worked on last week. So I just need to open what we used last week. Then I create, this time around you're not going to do Fig Jam. We are moving into Figma. So I'll be using this morning to teach you all the tools. Yeah, this is what we did. This is what we did last week, Thursday. So I'm not going to do Figma this week because we already learned the tools and every other thing. Okay, so we'll be using that now to further up with what we are going to be doing today. So we'll be using what we have here to work on the low fidelity design. But we're not going to, you can do your low fidelity design here, or you can do it in the Figma. But because of the time frame we have, we just need to go into Figma so that we can start making use of the tools that we have in Figma. Did you get? But if there is any need for us to come back to FigJam, then we are going to come back to FigJam. So it's a choice, neither to do the low fidelity design with FigJam or Figma. But it's always advisable to do it with FigJam because here is just a raw sketch. So let's just try 1 or 2 screens on FigJam, and then we'll move over to Figma. So let's see what we have. For those of you that are online, I'm expecting you guys should have submitted your assignment to my email, which we are going to view at the ending time of the class today. Okay. All right, so let's see now. So we have here now, I just scroll down. Now wants to move down to the low fidelity. I just let's see, I just scroll down. Now don't forget, low fidelity design is just making use of sketch, maybe probably with shapes and what's it called, colors, right? Then yeah, so now I can do my low fidelity just like I said using FigJam or Figma. Now you will now be the one to choose. Let's see, low fidelity. Now I'm getting a shape. This is a shape I want to use that is representing the app. Like this is the app view, for example. So this one now is representing the app. Do you get? Yeah. So it's now left for you to say, okay, fine, I don't want a few color, or I want a few color. A few color is this color that is inside. Did you get? Yeah. If I don't want, I can just turn this into white like this, to gray like this. So you see it this way. Then if you want an outer stroke, a line, then I give it a line color beside it. So are you seeing that is having a line color there? Yeah. So that is it. So even though you don't want a few color, then you can take out the few color from inside. So let's just leave it this way and see. So now we are going to make it to be very simple. Then we'll go down to Figma and see how we can do it. Now low fidelity, the first thing I want to do is my startup screen. So the startup screen is very simple. All you just have is a logo at the middle here once you're opening the app, depending on what you're doing. But this is my own design. So when you're making your research, you should know what you want to add to your own design. Did you get? Now, my own design, I'm making it to be very, very simple. That is my pattern of design. So now, what I want to do here is, I get a shape, I put it at the middle, and don't forget, I'm going to cross this shape. So when I'm crossing this shape, you're going to know that this is what does it represent if I cross this shape? Eh? Who can tell me now? If I cross if I cross this shape now like this, what does it represent? Eh? An image should be there. So once I cross this shape, it shows that it's telling me now that I'm representing with an image. Now don't forget, there's something I want to bring out here. I want to show you why I should use FigJam or why I should use Figma, right? Okay, fine. Now, oh, sorry. So I want to show you why I should use FigJam or why I should use Figma. Now, I want to draw a line, not a connector this time around. I just want to draw a line. So I can use my pen actually to draw. So if I hold my shift, it gives me a straight line. So let's see. Because I'm holding my shift. That's because I'm holding my shift. But if I'm not holding my shift, it gives me this kind of thing. Are you seeing what I'm saying? But it's we know it's a low fidelity design, but it's not looking okay, kind of. Did you understand now? That is why I don't really like making use of FigJam to do my low fidelity design. Now, let's move down to Figma. And let's see how Figma does its own. I don't know if you understand what I did here. Yeah, so I just try to show you how FigJam does their own, and then how Figma will now do his own low fidelity design. So let me just move down to a project, a new file. Yeah, so don't forget they are all together. This is my project. So if you want to create a new project, you just come to what? Okay. All right, I think that has been set now. So we can with that. Okay, so now we want to check the tools on Figma. I don't know. You've seen what we have there, right? Yeah. Okay. So I want to check the tools now. The right panel, and then we have the bottom panel. That is how it's showing on Apple device. Mr. Peter, please can you just open Figma on the your own screen if it's the same thing with mine. So let's everybody open the Figma environment on their screens. So let's see. So let's see, right? Are you having this panel, the left, the right, and the bottom, right? Okay, fine. So we are in the same space. So we have the left panel, the right panel, and then the bottom. So why I asked you to open yours is because in case maybe the screen is very tiny for you to see. So now let's see what we have there. We have the left panel. The first thing we have there is the untitled. Now, the untitled there is the name of the project you are working on. The name of the project you are working on. So if I change this thing here from untitled, I change mine now to DivTech. Now, it will change from untitled to DivTech. That means the name of the project that I'm working on now is now DivTech. It's no longer untitled. And how did you do that? You just double click on that untitled. It gives you a room for you to edit the name and then type in your own name. That means your own project name. So I input from untitled, I put in DivTech. Now, DivTech now is the name of that particular project which I'm working on now. Then after that, we have two sections there. We have files and assets. Files and assets. There are two things there. Files and assets. File and assets. Now, file now is the numbers of pages that you have inside okay. So now we have pages now. I can have might decide to have more than one page, 2 pages, and 3 pages. But you cannot go beyond 3 pages because presently is on a paid you have to subscribe for it. It's not longer free. But for you to have more than 3 page, you must be on the subscription. But for you to have 1 page, you're in the free mode. The second page, you're also on the free mode. The third page as well. Then Figma will ask you for payment. Now, I have just 1 page there. Did you get? So now, how do I add page? There's a plus there. You can see a plus sign there. This plus sign now gives you the page. And what are the essence of those pages? For example, this page 1 now, I double click it. I double click on the page 1. I want to change the name from page 1 now. I want to change it to the flow. That's this div tech now. This is the flow for div tech. So I change the name now and I say div tech flow. Now this flow now, don't forget, is what we did in FigJam, right? This is the flow now is what we did in FigJam. So what we have done at FigJam, I'm bringing that FigJam project to the flow, for example. Now, the next thing, I want to add another page now. I click on plus. It gives me page 2. Now, the page 2 now, I want to change the name as well. Then I change the name to main design, for example. So I'm changing to main design. So that's my page 2. So I have 2 pages now. The first page there is the flow. The second there is the main design. But yours can be different from mine if you're designing for something that has an app and a web, right? Yeah, we do have rough at times. You have rough. That means rough maybe. You can also have research. Probably you made research and then you saw some designs that you liked. You can copy those designs, you save them, and you bring it inside your Figma. So you can, so that you will be working with it. So you can have 2, 3, you understand? So I just use this as an example. We have the div tech flow and the main design. Now, I want to be working in the main design. But if I want to go to flow, now, all I need to do is, see my mouse up here. That is my FigJam. Right? All I just need to do is to highlight it like this, and then I'm going to copy it. I just highlighted. I highlight, just click your mouse drag. I've highlighted. Control C. That's Command C from your Control C on your keyboard. Let me see. Or I right click on my mouse. Right? Yeah, I'll see copy there. So I copy. Now I've copied this. I'll go back to div tech. This is the flow. I'll just paste here. So that's it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let's bring. Did you understand what I just did? Yeah, you didn't understand? Yes. So now I created 2 projects. Right? This one was the flow we are working on. This was the flow we worked on last week, Thursday. Right? So now, this new div tech file I created is no longer a FigJam. Is what? A Figma. Yeah. So now, what I did was, from this project now, I created page. I have 2 pages here. I created 2 pages here. I'm trying to teach you on how to. So this is the page. I clicked here to add another page. So I named the first page as div tech flow. That means this div tech flow, don't forget, this is the flow of the app that I want to design. Did you get? Yeah. This flow now is the flow of the app that I want to design. Now, what I want to do is, I don't want it to be on another page. Instead of me switching from one page to the other, I bring in it into this particular page where I want to just be switching in pages here. Switching in pages here. Instead of me switching in different files. So I copied what is inside here, and then I bring it here. I added another page, and then I paste it there. I just renamed it from div tech flow to main design. So main design now is empty. Main design is where I want to design. Okay, now from main design now, let me change this main design to low fidelity instead of main design. Then I will now create another one to have it to be what? High fidelity. Did you understand that? Is it clear now, or I should still explain? Is it clear, or I should still explain? It's not that clear. Okay, fine. Let me start all over again then. So I'm going to delete. Then I'll start again. So I'm going to delete this, and then I'm going to delete the page I created. Right? Okay, fine. Then this page is always untitled. That's the name. That's the default name of the page. Anytime you open it, the page is always untitled. So now, this is Figma. Mr. Matthew, what's on your screen? Yeah. Are we all on the Figma now? Yeah. So we are all on Figma now, right? Fine. Now, this is Figma. And don't forget, just like I said, once it's Figma, all you need to do is this. You don't need to start going around. What I want to do is this. Figma gives you untitled page here. The first one here is where I changed the name. I can't, there's no, if I zoom, no matter how I zoomed, you can't see it very clear. But that's why I said you should open your own Figma so you can see from there. So now I changed this name from untitled to DivTech. That was the first step I did. And this is where you change your name here from untitled to DivTech. Afterward, we move down. And I said we have two things here, file and asset. We have file and asset, but we are under file now. Now, under file, we have pages and layers. Now, pages are the numbers of page that you want to have. Don't forget, you can have up to 5 pages. You can have up to 10 pages, but it has limitation for unsubscribers. But for subscribers, you have no limitation. Now, I have untitled. I want to do something. I double click on this untitled there. I double click on it. I change the name to DivTech. I change the name to Flow. The name is already DivTech. I change the name to Flow. That was the first thing I did. Right? Then I click on plus again. It gives me page 2. Right? Now I change the name to, I want to change the name to low fidelity. That's it. That's what I did. Right? So I click on page 3. You see what it's giving me. Then I'll changing this one to what? High what? High fidelity. So low fidelity is the design that is not having pictures. It's just all about shape and colors. That's low fidelity. We all know that. Then meanwhile, high fidelity is where we do the real design. Now, I have low fidelity, high fidelity, and flow. Now don't forget, our flow is here. It's a fig jam file. This is the flow. This is our flow. It's on fig jam, right? It's on fig jam. So it's on. So now, what we want to do next now is to move this thing, copy from this fig jam file, bring it into Figma. We are not going to delete it. We just want to copy it. Now, what I want to do, I click my mouse and I hold it and then I drag it like this. It's called highlighting. I highlighted everything. Then I right click and then you see copy. Right? I copy it. Then I go back to the Figma. This is the fig jam. I go back to the Figma. Then I come to the flow page that I have created. See, it is empty. Right? I right click here and then I click on what? Paste here. Then this is what I have. So let's try it. Go to your fig jam. First of all, create a page. Create 3 pages. The first page, the flow. The second page, the low fidelity. The third page, the high fidelity. Create 3 pages and change their names. You're creating 4 now. Just 3. First of all, give your app a name. Don't use div tech. Don't use div tech. On that on title there, yeah. Just double click on that name. Yes. So the first one is low fidelity, the flow, followed by right click on the fourth one. Right click on this fourth one here. Bring your mouse down there. There's a mouse. Yeah. Bring it down. Yeah, right click. Yeah, see delete page. Yes, so you have 3. So all you just need to do is yes, double click there. Yes, so you change the name to flow, low fidelity, and high fidelity. Are we all okay? Now go to that your fig jam file. Yes. So go to that your fig jam file. All you just need to do is to copy it. Have you pasted yours? Okay, fine. For you to go there, you don't need to go far. Just click on this fig jam icon here. Is this yours? But this is Figma. Yeah. So all these are back to file. Yes. Start. Back to file. Yes. Start. Yes. Yeah. You click drag. Yes. Click and drag. Click and drag. Click hold and drag. Yes. Your mouse. Click hold and drag. Yes. Your mouse is like your mouse is disturbing today. Take your mouse up. Disturbing today. Take your mouse up. Take it up. No, scroll. Okay, let's do this. Control minus now. Or minus like this. Control minus. Click here. Okay, fine. Control minus will reduce it. Just click on, or you click on this minus here. See this